Well, that was weird. My live stream just cut out. Now it's showing as unstable. That's weird. Well, my internet connection is fine.
Nerves kicking in? Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please.
I'm glad I made it back in time.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Well, I really hope my bitrate gets better. Anyway, like I was saying, there's a scene coming up where this particular type of rifle is really necessary, and having it clocked up like that will be very handy. And to be fair, I really kind of needed it for future use anyway. Man, I really wish my it wouldn't be so unstable. Sorry about this, guys. My internet connection is just fine. So I have no idea why it would be acting this way.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well,
You're a
precisely
dickhead.
how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will
come
require
on.
not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain,
It's gonna
we've
be
all read
easier than
Hadrian's
you
report
think.
on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor. That is something to consider, though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam
Oh,
President,
it's not that
I object
bad.
to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems
Oh,
at best
grow
panic.
up.
And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also
Oh,
ask
snap.
how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt,
No.
the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Yes. It was manufactured. And there's more of them. And that's aside from that point. Let's see. I've done this a few times. Yes, it's a problem.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Drop one of those
Yes,
in
a fine
Mars.
point, Admiral. So then, Captain, Given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
The science backs it.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well.
Yeah.
I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat.
You mean I'm not an
So
asshole?
if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident
Bad
has
things.
occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs.
Wow, the
Attacks.
timing of that's not
Just
a little
as
troubling.
predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is
The
a citywide
spaceport
panic.
just went boom.
Yes, ma'am.
This isn't discreet.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a
I
while
am
to
an
bring them in.
anti-Xeno squad.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind
Easy
you.
peasy.
Let's get down there.
Now, why would I run out here? Get out of my way. Why would I run out here with this? Well, because the net station's a bit of a mess.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you! Thank you for what you did. We didn't
Yeah,
want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
yep.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the
Yeah.
morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
No, I'm done with it.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Yeah, see, that was it. So we show up, I go running in there with a freaking EM rifle, and immediately she starts screaming at me to switch to a real gun. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
My God, no time to waste, Captain. Boots in the dirt.
What? I froze for a second there. That's
An
weird.
evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Everyone back up.
said you've done this before. Well,
Yeah.
one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Yeah, let's go tell these douchebags they can hang back.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make
It's
you
true.
more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Your call. We're on the line.
Yeah. If it gets past me, I hunt these things for sport. If it gets past me, then you can kick in. Otherwise, eat. Aww. He had Pancakes Plus on him. Mine. I think I'm taking the uniform too. Alright. Not that I needed it. Do I want to go left or right? I think we're going to go right.
Ready for a fight?
Hey! I didn't have to let it hit me,
Organic resources.
but I wanted to give it a shot.
People give them credit for.
Oh, I know they're useful. Man, I could be blowing up so much stuff, and I wouldn't get in trouble for it. Notice I haven't used any of my powers. Hi!
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, we're running the wrong direction. Duh! So yeah, it's just 3 terramorphs. Then again, just 3 terramorphs? The only reason I tore through them as easily as I did, oh, and it was pretty easy, was, well, no, I didn't use any of my powers, but at the same time, I'm a god.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Alright, so I'm gonna reposition myself back up to the President's office and we'll go from there. All this damage, right?
Attention. The spaceport has been
In
secured.
literally
Safety precautions
mere
remain in
moments.
place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Is that the guy who harassed the Freestar diplomat? I think it might have been. Same face. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. All girls with UC are Cora. So Cora's a clone. Interesting. There you go. Alrighty. We'll head upstairs and we'll talk to them in just a few seconds. But first...
Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
I'll walk over there as soon as the ad is over, because there's going to be an ad, whether I like it or not. Anytime now. Of course, since I dropped to one viewer, there may actually be a ad going at this moment. I don't know. Really hate this, but at the same time, Okay, now the ads and one moment, and they'll be over. And done. Okay. Stupid ad is over.
They're not killing anymore.
My officers were unprepared for what happened at the spaceport. I intend to correct that.
Good for
Captain,
you.
Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now,
It just seems so
today's events have
sketchy.
only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you
Damn it, she's my
investigating
boss
these
now.
attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Well, yeah, I do kind of have 4 ranks in diplomacy, so yeah.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So,
Even faster than
will
3
you
years.
help us?
Okay.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
We're counting on you, Captain. Don't let my people's sacrifice be in vain.
The things we do here, the tech we develop.
I'm gonna go
benefits
check in
all
with
of
Chief
humanity.
Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
Okay, everyone talking at once. Right. Great.
The well's
Let's
been
just
having
go talk
brownouts
to...
all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Hey, look, another stupid
Pardon.
side quest. It's actually not stupid. It's fine.
A Vanguard captain.
Oh, it's
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Resting Bitch
I'll make
Face.
sure they get what they require.
Yeah. So, will you stop repositioning?
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yes.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors
It's
have
actually
reasons
going to
they
be
won't
super easy.
or can't work with us. Now,
Barely
I'll
an
provide
inconvenience.
guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I
Just
do
let me
mean
have him.
cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
I already know, but
The
okay, let's
good
hear you out.
Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my
No, it won't.
suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Yeah, right. No, actually, I don't need it because I've already gotten all this information in previous universes.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Wow. He's 20 times more generous than my friend Walter, the head of a corporation.
Ambassador
Let's get Balmora done.
a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmor stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmor is actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Yeah, basically, go in, save his ass from his own plant.
Now, the embassy front door is
and
an
robots.
option, but our spies have stated there's a side
And
entrance that
turrets.
should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning,
Not a
we
problem.
received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Easy enough. Actually, easy peasy, to be fair. Let's just go knock this out. Because they're both relatively close to each other, too. We'll just zip on over to Freestar. This place is set up oddly.
You are a visitor? You're good. Proceed inside.
Right. Let's see how quickly I can get this code from her. Probably quicker than the elevator ride. Just gotta go through the
all that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I had received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called
Yes.
about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Now that that's all out of the way,
I was afraid
let's
of
get
that.
this knocked out.
Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours and go? You're really gonna
I
push
thought
this?
I had a Starborn
All
option
right,
there,
I
but
will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. I think we can work something out.
Oh, she's corrupt. Yay.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me.
And I think what it was is my other main character, my previous main, he had gone and done the whole sneaky and found out her secrets. And so I could just threaten her with the Starborn, hey, yeah, if you, I'll tell everybody about this. Which was basically Mr. Long, the dude she was yelling at. If I recall, she's betting that guy.
They tell me it should only take a moment.
And I could ruin her career first, messing around with the underlings.
Here, code generator's just this way.
Okay, got the code. Let's go. But the sneaky sucks. Especially when I was being followed around the first time by one of the Constellation folks. And so I could turn invisible and sneak around. He couldn't and wouldn't stop following me into areas he wasn't supposed to be. Okay. Zip on over here by Galbank. Where we'll find the side door into here. But first, a quick save. All right. And out we go. Now then, here's where I get usually tripped up. They don't make it easier to traverse your way around here. Right. So this plant obscures getting around in here. Now I could have shut them off with that computer, but what's the fun in that? All right. Now, which way are we going? Looks like we're going up. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's easier than I thought. Aha. Clanker Armageddon. There's still another one in there. Yes. Demons, eh? This was a locked room. Anything worthwhile? Not really. Wow. That actually hurt me. Go down to the basement, so down to Goblin Town. He really has to go to the bathroom, doesn't he? Eliminate. Haha. So they're just clankers. That's unfortunate.
What seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks.
Hey, heretic.
And my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Oh wait, I think I'm a follower of the serpent. I cannot recall. Trait, Serpent's Embrace, yeah. So he's not it. For a minute there, it looked like my hat was sticking out of my helmet.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though.
It's not pretty.
What is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door?
What?
And the
Yeah.
broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly? I was not expecting a fellow believer on my doorstep.
That's why I'm here.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them. Create the legacy that our people deserve. Please, follow me.
Now the question is, when we get around to it, am I going to relaunch or help relaunch the crusade? Because I'm going to have that opportunity. Oh, look! Toys! All mine wasn't stealing.
Let it be used for good.
No worries. Huh. Cred stick would be stealing, but the rest of the gear would not. This is crappy gear, I don't care, but... that requires a key. I'm not going to bother with that. Whoops, stairs. No, I'm pretty sure I go out this way. Yes. Then down, around. Over here and through. Yay! That venom tree is just freaky. Yeah. All right, easy peasy. Now, okay, let's go turn in these codes.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Right. Get out of my way, flunky.
Hello.
Oh, wrong level. Not that I really want to go to Central Command anyway. I know, they say, don't use the jetpack in the city. I don't care. They won't let me, you'll use my speeder bike either. Even though technically there are streets here. Brainwashing the children, I see.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Cool. You'll get a code. And you get a code. And this machine gets a code.
You may proceed, Captain.
Let's go get us some codes. Alright. Okay. Click.
Bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by...
Yeah, I don't care about your side quest. And yet, I have to do it anyway. Well, no. I have to get it cluttering up my quest log. And yes, I know there's a mod that'll fix that.
Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain,
yes.
If you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're
haven't.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on
Yay.
Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
So, okay. That's right. Wait a minute. This is basic citizenship. I could go down and blow some creds and buy that apartment in the...
Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole herd of Terramorphs touch down undetected?
They don't. Anyway, I could just go and buy the apartment down in the well. I've never actually done that before. Nice view.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good.
Yeah.
This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I have been taking a lot of vows
Captain,
lately.
I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'm about to lie to you.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Now, normally I tell at least one other person. I think this time I might not. I might actually keep my vow.
Let me take a look at your file. What? Not found? Who the hell are you?
I'm the Great Serpent. Yeah. Weren't expecting that, were you, heretic? I'm off to subsection 7. I'm trusted. Well, this place looks pretty, crappy. Oh, look at this. Subsection 7A. Ooh. It's fancy. There are many places to go here, but not supposed to open these. Everything's stealing.
Authorized entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Oh, fine. We'll go talk to somebody. Sure. Right. Now, how important could this possibly be?
Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny, Hadrian, have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local Vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Now, here's the problem. Normally, I would board the ship, but...
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
I'll, go board the ship, but my ship is built all about killing things. And I have a whole fleet of killing things, thanks to Watchtower. I could go and take everybody off those and go from there. I could. But that might be a little problematic. Let's go to Wolf System, shall we? Normally I would go talk to Mark McIntyre too, but I'm getting bored and trying to fall asleep. I don't want to do that. That would be embarrassing. It's the Den. Yay. And in we go. Anyway, I'm trying not to fall asleep here. I'm trying to get stuff done. Normally, I would come here and sell all my stuff.
What?
Don't give me a what? That's what I thought. Walk away. Walk away, punk. Who does he think he's talking to?
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
Can I lodge one about UC security? That guy's a dick.
Oh, so you are. Sorry about that, Captain. People mistake us for peacekeepers most days. Wasn't expecting someone from the actual military. So, what can I do for you?
I'm in the same uniform as you.
Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? Suit yourself. Well, I can tell you there's no one on the Den by that name. But there has been a rumor about a ship floating out around Etheria. Never docks, doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlaise of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back. Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Yeah, Supra et Ultra and all that good stuff, yeah. Okay, this guy, I won't barely be able to talk to him before my Reaper team just absolutely... Why did I go in that way? I don't know. Let's do something. Oh, that's right. I picked these up off of Duke Pukem back there. Nothing important there. Gonna keep those. Yep, nothing important there. Now we go over to here, and oh yes, we have things to drop off. All the white stuff. And it has no limit, so it's just a matter of slapping it all in here. And I've got a lot of white things to drop off. Oh yes. So many relic items, yes. Did I accidentally send in something yellow? I think I may have. I did. Fine. Fixing it now. Right. Luckily, we are quickly getting to the end of the pile. And that's it for those, luckily. This won't take that long. Wow, it has a max capacity? I did not realize. Wow. Okay. And it's converting. So much money being earned. And even at just 85%, doesn't matter. Doesn't get much experience, but that's okay. Oh, wait, it's still transferring. Are we done? So I've got more to drop in. Oh, yes. I shouldn't hit that limit again, but we'll see. Ah! Now that I said that, boom. Another 1,000,000 credits. All right. Could have swore that box was unlimited. So I've tossed in a mess of stuff before and never had it give me a problem in the past. But hey, what do I know? I'm just here for a good time. Right. And we're at max. Again. Alrighty, you go through your cooking and give me my money. Get another million plus. Pretty sure I wasn't done with helmets. Yep. That just shows how many things I have fought. Oh, there's still some heavy particle fuse in here, huh? Cool. Probably a med pack or two in here as well. There's literally one med pack. We are not dumping our ship parts. Right. Miscellaneous, we are not selling those. Okay. And this won't be nearly as much money, but it will be money. I was going to say, was that it? No, it had to be more. Ammo alone should have been worth a lot. Wow. Something in there was worth something. Okay. Alright. Where are we at? I gained over 8 million credits off of that at 85%. Uh-huh. Okay. We're going to disengage. What? once again, we're going to disengage. Right. And I'm going to hang out here while waiting for the ad to finish. Alright, so thank you those of you who may have hung around while waiting for the ad to go. Nothing has happened other than disengaging. Let's go find the warlock. Because I'm going to come out, he's going to be mean, and then all of my ships are going to fly in.
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, moat. All systems, shoot them down.
The minute you got hostile. Oh. Yeah. That's what happens, dude. I didn't have to fire a shot. Oh, it's a destroyed scavenger. Can we maybe try not flying into big rocks? Okay, that's the old den. The one that got destroyed. Huh. Wow, it's a tangled mess, isn't it? No docking ring. That's cool, I got to see that. Okay, where are we going next? Back to Vivictus. Yay. Anytime. Doodle doodle dee, wubba wubba wubba. Okay. Actually, let's see. Let's go ahead and just dip on over there. Head to the elevator. If I remember right, it's a hard right turn. Yep. Subsection 7? Let's do that. Yes. Now, I could completely keep this scumbag out of this, but I'm not gonna.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Orlays? So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this. Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Boom.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to
Here comes fun.
His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check
put a
in
summer
with
home
Adrian
there.
and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. Of course, we're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Yes. Clearly, he thinks I'm a tool. That guy is a very, very distinct monster. And I really don't like doing the whole I'm gonna work for him thing. But there is a way you can do it without certain things happening. It could happen. I'm just not into that sort of thing. Wait. Now where does it want me to go? Oh, yes. Let's go talk to the Red Devils. That's right. I have to get the protocols so that I can go get her friend. Why is it trying to get me to go the other way? That's what's confusing me.
Captain, welcome back. I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Haven't been gone that long.
It should. You risked life and limb to earn it. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found...
I am a god.
Our
Come
research team? That's...
Yes.
incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how?
He's your dad.
How exactly did you manage to find them? You can't be... Oh, You are serious. Okay. No more questions.
Yeah, but still...
Getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that.
In other words, you made the housekeepers clean it up. The Freestar housekeepers, I'm guessing? I'm sure you negotiated that, right? Their scientists could come, but had to include their housekeeping staff too. Yes? Really?
It's here
You're making our people do it?
Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. On Nira? Ugh, sheesh, no wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you got him.
All right. Yes, this way. Doot. This is not the way to my ship. This is a way to my ship. All right. Now things get mildly nasty. Head on down to one-of-a-kind salvage. And let's go spend a little of that money we just earned. Right. I don't remember how I went in. Ah, yes. Here. Hey,
new
buddy.
model on floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh? Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, all right. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here, so if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. Pleasure doing business with you.
It's 1,000 credits.
Last
Who cares?
anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open too. Sirens and ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
Also, you and I need to
on
chat.
the planet. Also, no better selection on the planet.
Right. First of all, I need this. I'll buy those. I don't need these, but I'm going to throw money at him anyway. Because they're all pretty good stuff, so. I was really hoping he would carry something very specific. Ooh, something's trying to get on board. I have to go out the way I came in, I guess. Not a problem. Since I got the battery, I don't have to run back and forth. Let's just zip on over to the Syracuse, which is literally right here. Never yet done that.
Attempting to error. Power level insufficient. Battery required. Type microcell.
Not even a problem. Will you just let me talk to you?
Accepted. Operation.
Boom.
Levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside.
No.
Major Sanon will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful, additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place. Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest final xenoweapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site? Follow me.
Okay. Set it back to phase time.
Mind your step. As you have no doubt witnessed, this region can be hazardous to organics.
All right, let's go. Jesus, brah. Run. Level 700 and something. Okay.
Hostile detected.
I'm shooting the ground. Alright, now would you care to continue on your path? No hostiles. I don't remember him being such a wanker. A clanker, but not a wanker.
What is that?
Ooh. That's the first time I've run into Ecliptic out here, other than the one spot. So I have to run right up beside him to get him to move to the next.
I am detecting Unit 99, but there is a complication.
Oh, it's not much of one.
Is on the other side of that ridge, but it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest
Oh no.
Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur? Moving out.
Well, they're the ones who signed up for this. Strip search. Ow. I said ow. Okay, so we're done. I don't know why I'm grabbing all that. And why do we have extra sirens in here? Come on. Kaiser. There we go. All right.
Your service is now complete, Unit 99. Mine, however, continue attention. Possible threat in area.
I see it.
Work here is finished. Now, what? A plague. You are doctor.
Right. Now I'm gonna go get my extra loot. Yay, free stuff. Actually, that's probably a good one to... Or not. Ooh, I could go here. There. Yes. There we go. It's crap. I have to unlock this too. It's gonna be crap. Let's see. What if we did this? Yeah. Oh, I guessed well. And it's a trash gun. But at least there's that. Alright, we need to go back to Mars, don't we? Well. An autosave is not good enough. I want a real save. Now we can go back to Red Devils. Yes.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
I just, I want to blow it up. Oh, gotta hit the button. Right.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better
After
shape
everything,
than I expected,
you can't
guys.
believe it?
Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the
Okay,
problem we're up
I get
against
told
is
what's
vast.
up.
Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
Well, we're not going with the big animals.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees? Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they
'Cause
were
we're
harvested
idiots.
to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asili's hunting skills to track down the Terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the Terramorph problem definitively. I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the Terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with Terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asilis. Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asili's gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Already do. I've had my favorite arms on hand since I started this run, almost. Doesn't take a whole lot of setup with the right mods to get precisely what you want. I do not need to purchase new gear.
Yes, what?
I think it means I have to step outside. Now we should be able to go. Nope. Ah. It does give me the option. Yes. Off we go.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Alrighty. Good of you to do that. I would have really hated to kick your ass. Thing is, they put the forward base way, way, way far too north. Too far north. Not far too north. Too far north. Yes. Those are words. They go together in a line. Anyway, this base is way too far north. Because it's too snowy and cold. They could have made a little seaside place with Londinian. Why they put it up here in, you know, snowy hell. I just don't get. But, whatever.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Okay then. And it's real good of him to be sitting there doing his practice and whatnot, but might want to save that ammo. I've seen those things come over the walls.
On this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team, then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deep lucky trespasser.
You got a message that I was coming.
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. So then, are you collection team or trespasser? Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other? Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations.
I didn't ask for any.
You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
So why did you have me buy gear? I didn't do it, but why did they have me buy gear if I was then going to come here and get even better gear? Because let me tell you, the gear that guy sells back at Mars. What's the word? Oh yes, it sucks. It sucks on ice. It is horrible.
You match your description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something.
Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It is not the best task, best for the task at hand. My current weapon.
Damn.
And there's some locked items. I'll take this, this, this.
Give him one for me, all right?
Sure. Meds.
Don't go
Yeah, all
into
the
the
rest
city
of
much.
that is trash.
Never for long. Too risky.
Right.
Transfer's complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city. Systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
Okay, let's go do horrible things to horrible things. Now that would have been a good title for this particular stream, but I wasn't sure how far I'd get, so.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Yeah. There are controlled monsters, literally.
That creature. It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. Force him. Clean him up.
But you can.
Right, let's go.
Like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures.
Let's see what we got here. Nope, it's gotta go like that, then it's gotta go like this. Literally already set up and ready to go.
Jackpot.
And it's
Get down there
trash.
and collect as many as you can.
It's like, oh, jackpot. Really? Where's the jackpot? This is trash. Come on. Follow, follow, follow.
Safety's off.
Open fire!
Wait for it. Wait for it. Well, shoot. I fully expected that to go off. I'll get rid of the other one then. I don't care. I didn't need a sledgehammer missile anyway. Grab this. All right. Now we have to get up here. Okay.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route.
If I hadn't seen you use it myself, I'd never believe that power was real.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
Not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Okay. I was checking to see if there was another Terramorph over here. Apparently not. That one was for me. All right. Let's get inside out of the snow, shall we? Yes.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it.
Scoop and
Saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Okay.
These leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Nothing of great importance, I'm sure. I'm gonna let those snooze for a few.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets. Pretty Major is right. But if what we just saw...
You would think that there would be more terramorphs on warm
possible,
planets then.
The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up? But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
And we're gonna kick its ass.
All right.
Easy
bottom of this.
enough.
First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's
Yay.
no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
No. You think?
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why? Maybe. But then, why let us clean up the terramorphs?
Take away the only thing that makes the plant useful. It doesn't add up.
Let's save the discussion for when you all are standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Go outside and boost over the walls. That's the easiest way to do it. But then we wouldn't go up here, so...
I am unable
It's an
to
electric
provide
fart.
sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office, upper floor.
Because that's a great idea.
Scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Okay. So there's
the control
lots
panel.
of options here.
Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
You mean the big red button on the wall?
Engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Okay.
Admiral Sinon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God.
No, you
None of
won't.
us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my
He's a
word.
liar.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Right.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was yes, exactly what we all thought he was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Well, I could lie.
Now's not the time to joke like that, all right? No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Well, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they? I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plan...
Yes?
What do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks? And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something. But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Yep. Keeps trying to get me to do trauma packs, but nope.
Try it now.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Sound good? Eyes peeled.
Well, the big blue dot ahead tells me where I need it. Need to go, so... Shall I let it hit me?
Is that the sample? My God, concentrate fire! Shoot! Shoot!
What?
It's down! It's down! Let's grab that sample and get out of here. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done. All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
He came out of the ground and died. That's okay. He was like level 800 and something, and he just... I just blew all my ad snoozes so people could see a good fight. And... he just pussied out and killed himself. Well, that sucks. Fine. Let's get the heck out of here. I used to come here just to hunt terramorphs. Just for fun. Because I needed something to challenge me. Now, I go to Iridani 4 with the Iridani 4 Death World mod. Although that glitches quite a bit, like it just did there. Started to, hang. It loads really slow, and it's a pain in the butt.
Look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success.
Get it?
Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right?
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound.
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Vae Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know. Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Right. So, that's actually kind of embarrassing. He popped out of the ground and died. It happened so quickly, I didn't even clip it. What? What a complete letdown. A complete and utter letdown. Sorry, I really am. That's just embarrassing. I didn't even have a chance to shoot. So anyway, I blew all my snoozes. An ad is coming. Let's just head over to Mast and yeah. Right. At least I'll get down there and we'll talk to Vae Victus. I will definitely pause until the ad is over before we actually talk to him, though. So if you haven't seen this, you'll be able to, you won't miss it, trust me. Okay, I will stop at this door, then we'll pick it up after the ad. Man. Absolutely, utterly embarrassing. Okay, we're back, I guess, so. At least according to my manager, we are. So, let's go talk to the war criminal.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words?
Yeah, I am.
I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing. You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once: halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Easy to say now, but at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all,
Yeah, sure
I'd
you
given
did.
everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve.
Oh,
So I kept
boo-hoo.
what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person
Damn it.
responsible for the attack on New Atlantis.
Karen, can you open the door?
The dear departed Dr.
Said it
Reginald
was too late. I
Orlays,
think he threw
the
up.
associate who aided me all these years, and whom
Damn
I
it.
always slated to take the fall.
He was just horking right there beside your chair.
Dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to
Okay.
an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Oh, boy.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Actually, I have the right to do that now, but
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlez's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC.
Oh, boo-hoo.
This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Oh, it is.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely plan to do the right thing. Just get you hung. Or shot. Executed, regardless. What should have happened years and years before. Because he's a trash human who deserves to die. Yep. Trash human. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go in this store to get over here to talk to them.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan's
Yay.
work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant? I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it? It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him. Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again. Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs. Then here we go.
Nope. I know what to say. I'm gonna vote for the microbe. As much as that pisses off a bunch of people on Reddit, it's the right thing to do. Because even if you can speed up the growth of Asylees, there potentially could do all kinds of massive damage.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlez commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlez? It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vavictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Well, after he's been interrogated, of course.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Well, we're bringing in the other
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology,
Asili
perhaps?
steaks.
The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you
Why
can see,
not
there remains
both?
debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
No, I'm as much a biologist as anyone else. So...
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going
lobby
forward,
every day.
plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay, I made some money. I'm apparently getting an apartment. Woohoo. So yeah, that was a thing. Geez, everyone bailed fast. Oh well.
Check in with your commanding officer. All your future assignments will be going through him.
Yeah, no, I know. So that was, in essence, the majority of the Vanguard quest line. In theory, there's still a little bit more. You can end up with Sinan as the daughter as a companion, so that's a thing.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credit should
just
be in
what I
your
needed.
accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access. Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Any chance to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay. These coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the critter before it can do any more harm. Just be smart out there. Don't want you getting banged up too bad on your first hunt. Supra et Ultra, Captain.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's great and all, but I just want to see if this bug hunt will scale. Because if it scales, great. Because then I don't have to go back to a particular little, any particular planet to go hunt my, terramorphs. Oh no, nay. I'll just grab a quest and go do it. Problem is, last time I did one of these quests, one of these bug hunt quests, it did not scale up. So, I was like fighting level 10 terramorphs, which, to be fair, kind of sucks. What's the fun in that? Oh. Have we crashed? Oh, shoot. Yep. There goes the game. Come on. Oh, this is not good. If I'm still streaming, that's great, but my whole Xbox has frozen. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try something really quick. Damn it. Come on. All right. I'm going to be very annoyed since I did not do a save before going over there. If this made me have to redo the ending bit, then I'm just done. I'm just going to stop and be done for the day because it's already getting almost 7 o'clock in the morning. It is frustrating as heck. Well, you know what? Nothing's wanting to load. Yeah, nothing's wanting to load. So, yay. Fun. So good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna finish this here. It's not a great way to end. If it turns out this is the case, that it's a toast, and I have to go back and redo it, I'll do that during the week. Next weekend, we could pick up basically from here anyway with a bug hunt. Alright? So, until then, I'm Squirmy, and hopefully things won't be a complete mess next weekend. Later.